Well, hello, and welcome to All My Art and Soul, my new video series, Explore, Play equals Discover. I've been saying this a long time, and I know there's lots of real trendy sort of states of mind, but this is mine. And I'm just starting to get into it as the summer approaches. And I thought, well, why not have and play with all aspects of my process, including my videos, my intro. And I hope you like my new intro. I wanted to be energetic and fun and something that I wouldn't normally do. So that's sort of the theme for this next couple of months when I'm off from teaching and going to do a ton of exploring and playing and discovering for myself. So it's sort of a little important side journey in order to just discover some new work. So as you can see, that was the cover that I chose, a much smaller and easier to do. No taping, none of that stuff. And we're just going to explore, play, and discover. I'm going to continue to explore and play with the coffee filter paper. I've ordered some more interesting paper that's going to come, and I'm going to play with that during the week, see what I can come up with for myself, and then I will share aspects of that with you weekly in my new series. So I thought I'd start with a high contrast. Then I plan, because high contrast will show parts of it, whatever is remaining, in underneath the upcoming layers of transparent collage, the coffee filter paper, veiling, marks, tissue paper, and not so much. Here I'm sort of just exploring to see what different collage papers can do. And then when I apply it to my larger work, I'm not going to use so much. I'm going to lower the ratio of collage to paint. And I want to start pushing myself in the direction of just seeing what paint can do with some help from collage, sort of enhancement. So that's that work. This is this work. And welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle Holden, and I am the mixed media artist behind this channel, and it's time to change it up. So this will have its own category. If you've been exploring around my YouTube channel, I've got, I think 4 or 5 different categories. So this will be another one that I add on top and to it. And we're going to see what happens. So I love numbers. I love the shape of numbers. I'm going to be practicing and using different kinds of texts and repeated patterns that really speak to me. So I hope you find and play with the marks that speak to you. So here's the coffee filter paper, and as you can see through it really well. For this one, what did I use? I just use watered down fluid paints and even watered down Liquitex. And I was just experimenting with what would happen to the hue of the color. Even if it's faded, I'm going to use it because it would really look very interesting with a stronger hue. And as you can see, it's very transparent. And I'm just playing, I haven't really played enough with the coffee filter paper, but I will this week, and others, and in combinations with. That's the whole secret of these lush layers. And that's sort of the descriptor that I'm going to continue to use, because they are. And for some reason, lots of pink and orange, and I love how it goes with black and white. But my colors will change as I'm just exploring different palettes as well. I love blue. I brought the blue one in, the hexagonal piece, and then that ends up getting covered up. So please stay to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe and share, and check out the links in the comment section of my video, as I have a Facebook group. I'm a little quiet right now just because we're in high season at the end of the school year, and I can't wait to have the time to dedicate to what I want to do in my creative process. So thinking of marks, trying to change it up. I know as soon as my energy comes back and I get into a rhythm of a daily practice, more discoveries will occur. And it does not have, and this is what I've just realized and discovered from other artists, it does not have to be hours and hours. A sit of half an hour to 40 minutes, even 30 minutes, 20 minutes, to just experiment with what can go on top of what does it do, just making some collage paper that speaks to you. And that's my first thing that I'm going to go and do. And that'll probably be next week's video, how I'm going to make really, really complex collage paper. Not exact complex doesn't mean high contrast and crazy colors. That's actually not what I want. I'm really laughing at a comment because last week's page, and I'm not laughing at the subscribers, so please don't take this the wrong way. If I had been to the circus, and if you check out the comment will be there, and I can really see how interpretations would really go, whoa, where is she going with this? And no, my intention, it's just the combination of shapes, patterns that we're used to seeing, colors, and it was a very joyful page. So, these things happen. So, as you can see, I'm really going over with thick paint. I've been trying to just do it, and I don't know if it's going to work. I don't care. I just want to apply the paint and see what happens. This is the summer, the next couple of months. I have taken in and processed so many other artists' pieces of things that I really love. And I think I'm finally just say, okay, now it's time for me to start applying these things together in different ways. Why? Why? Because. So that big why was an interesting letter speaking to me. So I started thinking and, of course, playing around and fooling around. And, you got to laugh. Why? Well, because. Why am I doing this? Why are we here? All of those funny things. So what's the size of this? Let's see. Is it an 8 by 10? I do think it is, yes. So it's just a size smaller than what I'm used to using. I will check it out and put the dimensions of this one. And as you can see, I took the coil out because I decorated the front cover, which is the new intro, which is so cool. And I couldn't put it back in. I thought I could, so I thought I'll just use these rings and just hold it together, and it works fine by me. And I actually love the yellow and red, reddish orange hoops. And as you can see, what I'm doing there, I'm bringing some of that background, yellow orange, through different parts, so it's interweaving. So you've got different surfaces pushing back, coming forward. And this page really has a lot of energy. So I ended the video and I wasn't sure. I thought, you know what? No, I can't just leave it like that. So I went back in with black, could have used white, and I think I'm going to try that next time. So that Y that I was almost going to use is really serendipity, adds serendipitous, is serendipitous. Sorry, it's late and I'm tired. And to what I'm thinking about, and just what if. And that's the mindset that you might want to try. If you're first at this art journaling stuff, and I call my process abstract, intuitive abstract art journaling pages, and I've got quite a few, so peruse around the YouTube channel and see what you find. If you find something that you like, please leave a comment. And as you see, when you build and put pieces of collage, because I wouldn't have created these shapes, you should see the shape that ends up. It's interesting. I don't know if I'd like it or use it, but this is my explore, play, and discover art journal. Anything goes in this one. And I don't have to worry about tape, which is so cool. I can just sit down. That piece of black is a deli wrap. No, it's tracing paper. And it was created with some string on the jelly plate printer. And it's just a section, of course. And as you can see, as I taped it down, I put the blue shows up and this interesting shape. And then I come around and create some black, and just these shapes appear that I could never have created. So while I ended that first section and came in with the second section, I just sort of sat and just had to do some editing. And that's when I usually think about the composition. I don't want to think about composition when I'm playing. When I'm playing, I'm playing. And that is a really good motto to go by. So I'm just thinking to join that up. I didn't want it interfering with that blue line. And I discovered some really cool things. In this page, I discovered that I could have went back in with a very light value with the bright colors and see what that looks like. I might even try a grid of circles, coming in and covering a lot of it to create areas of horizontal color, solids, more pattern. And there's so many possibilities. What would you do next? And what is your go-to? You see how that contrast? I just thought, well, let's just take that down a little bit. Add some black over it, and it'll become more part of that area. I've got old text, old spellers, any old really cool yellow faded papers I love. And then I'm carrying on the black so you get a left to right movement. And then putting it diagonally down below. That's really cool. I should have stuck with that. Did I? I don't know if I did. Oh, I must think about that. So I came in and I created my little shape, cleaned up the edges, and just carved out a really cool shape. And there's all sorts of collage here that I've made, but I know the kind of collage that I want to make for this new series. And I love doing series of 4, 3, 4, 6, and 9. And so you can just keep on going. Now, I don't know if I like that I did that, but then my little house shape just popped in my brain. Thought, oh, let's try this. What would this look like? And I really shrunk down the size. So the scale is a lot different, but it's a little empty. So I did add some white dots coming down, or dash lines, vertical ones. And it's sort of cool. So now it sort of tells a little story. I think that's my art. I think I like to do that. And it's so neat when you start having the time to sit and think about, reflect what you've done, so you can just keep moving forward. Love that little bit of pink line. May have echoed the blue, but maybe I just didn't want to touch it. And I love the orange circles inside the black. And let me know what you like about this page. And it was fast, it was swift, but I really want to start being more thoughtful with my mark making. Not rushed, and do a lot of repeated work, so then I can really get into the process and the meditative sort of part of that. So the page is coming to the end, and here we are with my little dash and splash, which I love. It just adds that little bit of texture, those little dots. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like my new series, and I can't wait to share more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.